Hello everyone, this is Mike Gutierrez, the retired farmer, and today I'm going to show you what I feed my tilapia. This kind of feed I buy from, I buy all of it from Lakeway Tilapia here in Florida. And this one, it sinks, so it's for babies. It would take a lot to feed tilapia bigger than 3 inches with this. So that's why they make this one, which floats. And it may be a little harder for the little ones to eat, but at least you get to see what they're doing. With the other one, since it sinks, they're eating it in the bottom because you can tell because they're growing, but you can't see it in the surface. These are a little older and bigger, even though the little ones also come up to get the same feed. And I don't feed them. What I'm beginning to feed these is all kinds of different greens, because they like greens, but you have to find out which are the like I thought they liked malanga, but they nibble on it, but they don't really eat it. And I also put yucca leaves, which the other bigger ones eat, but these also nibble at it. Maybe I'm feeding them too much and they're not that hungry, and that's why they're not eating it. But I know that there are certain weeds that they love, and I haven't found them in here yet. I have them in the other farm. But like I said, maybe I'm feeding them too much, and they don't really need to eat anymore. But if you do get them to eat either bread or some kind of greens, it will be less feed that you have to buy. Because a bag of these things costs $20 each. $20 for this, $20 for that. It lasts you about a month, but still. After a while, if you have too many, you probably have to buy more. Okay, so that's all for the feeding. As far as the tanks, this cost me about $800 in materials. I bought the blocks. I only put 3 rows of blocks, and then I bought this solid block for the top so that they can cover all the holes, and then it was plastered on the inside. That's it. If there was a leak, the hardness of the water would take care of the leak in no time. You just plug it up. If I ever build another one, it will probably be here. It will probably be bigger and longer, and I would probably add an extra row to make it a little taller, a little deeper. I don't know, I'm debating that one yet. So with labor, because we had to pour the floor by hand with concrete bags. The next one, since it will be maybe a yard and a half, I could probably ask for a concrete truck to come. But this one, the labor was a little higher, so I had to pay in total about $400 in labor to pour the floor and to lay the blocks and plaster them on the inside. So that's like $1,200 for the tank that will last forever. I could have done it with wood and a plastic liner, but I don't really like something that will be so not permanent and will have to be serviced and maintained for too long. That's all I have seen around here. It's just 2x4 walls and support and a plastic liner. I don't really like that. So this is what I did. This is what I did in the first one, and it worked, so that's why I did it on the second one. Same 3 rows plus the solid block on the top. And if if I do that, which will be from over there to probably around here, if I do it again, it will be longer and thinner. It will be 4 blocks high to make it a little deeper. Maybe let them grow a little more, but I don't know. I'm thinking about that one because that's going to cost me $1,500 to $2,000, and I don't know. I have also been thinking about putting some prawns in there because supposedly the prawns help eat up everything that collects on the bottom, but they're very high maintenance, and I don't. Right now I'm trying to get less work, not more work for myself. So now I'm gonna let some of the water out because I changed it. All these I have to bring permanent piping around back there, so I don't have to use the hose. But for now, the hose will do. I have to let out some of the water to change it. I have these two hose, the hose and the pipe connected to the sprinklers, since I have to turn on the sprinklers every day because that's how I get water for my chickens. In the meantime, they are replenished a little bit with fresh water, and that's why I don't need any filtering, because the water is continuously changed. Another advantage of that way of doing things is that all this gets flooded with the water that leaves, and I guess it's full of nutrients because the calabaza loves it. They're growing everywhere. The grapes love it. The weeds love it. So it's nutrients that you're putting back into the ground. It's water that is not wasted because it will percolate back down into the water table. So it's kind of a complete closed cycle. Or at least that's how I want to look at it. So this corner really is not used. It's kind of just sitting there collecting weeds. I used to park my lawnmower in there, but that plastic thing doesn't go well with the wind. The wind blows it all over the place. So what do you think? Should I build the next one? Would it be worth it? Soon these will be overcrowded. As soon as they grow a couple of more inches, they'll be bumping into each other because there's like close to 100 of them in there. Those over there are also kind of overcrowded already because they're the mothers and the papas, and they keep on having babies. So I don't know if these here follow the lead of the mothers and they start having babies too, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because regardless of how many tanks I build, they're just gonna overcrowd it too. Now I don't want to start eating those over there because they're producing. And if these grow and start producing too, then I won't want to eat them either. But at some point, I'm gonna have to. But that is a decision for the future. For now, that's all I have. I don't know what I would appreciate any advice on whether you think I should continue to expand and make an extra, one more fish tank here, a big long one, or if I should stop and just eat what I have. I don't know. It's a new interesting choice that I have that I didn't think of before, because the tilapias that I bought before never reproduced. They just grew and I ate them, and that was the end of that. And I figured that these would be the same, but they threw a curve at me. So what do you think? All right, that's all I have. Take care. Bye.